Minasan konnichiwa, Salazar Eduardo des.
Minasan, konnichiwa, Rivera des.
How are your Japanese studies going?
Did you know that the Japanese does not only have one writing system nor two, but three writing systems?
Yes, you heard it right. Japanese has three main writing systems, namely Hiragana, Katakana, and Kanji. Since Japan was within the Chinese sphere of influence from ancient times, and they had no writing system for its spoken language, it makes sense that they adopted the Chinese characters in the form of kanji. After kanji was imported from China, hiragana and katakana were made based on kanji.
As an overview, hiragana and katakana, generally called as kana, are syllabic scripts that have its own form and sound, while kanji has a form, a sound, and a meaning. For example, in hiragana, the character evokes a. It has a form and sound. In katakana, the character evokes a. It has a form and sound. While in kanji, the character evokes yama, which means mountain. It has a form, a sound, and a meaning.
But wait, apart from the three main writing system of the Japanese, they also do have Rōmaji. Rōmaji is the romanization of the Japanese language. It is used to write the Japanese words or Japanese phrases using the Roman character. Let's take the personal pronoun I as an example to visualize how Rōmaji works along with the three main writing system. In kanji, the personal pronoun I is written as. In hiragana, it is written as. In katakana, it is written as. In Rōmaji, it is written as. As you can see, Rōmaji mimics the way the word is pronounced. Rōmaji can also be used to write international units of measurements, acronyms, and initialisms such as in George W. Bush and in T-shirt. Although the Japanese uses four scripts including Rōmaji, only hiragana, katakana, and kanji are the most essential items to write text in Japanese. Hence, the core of the discussion revolves around the hiragana, katakana, and kanji writing system. So be ready to rock your Japanese language learning skills, starting with hiragana.
Hiragana is the most basic of the three set of alphabets. It's the first set of characters that new language learners and children learn when they start studying. Hiragana is easier to learn when compared to katakana and kanji. Hiragana has a fixed number of 46 characters. Each character represents a sound. A, I, U, E, and so forth. Hiragana has numerous functions in Japanese writing. First, it indicates grammatical purpose. There are many words that are only written in hiragana, such as basic grammar. For example,
Watashi wa biru wo namimasu.
which means I drink beer. The character wa is used for a particle for the subject. Hence, the character watashi is the subject of the sentence. The character wo is used for the particle for the direct object. Hence, the character biru is the direct object of the sentence.
Second, it is used as a grammatical clue o kurigana. Hiragana is used for verb and adjective inflections. When writing a verb, use kanji for the base concept, then use hiragana to alter the pronunciation and change the meaning. Example, the verb miru, meaning see, with the hiragana ru, wanted to change the fasten with the kanji and replace hiragana to get, which means so. Third, it is used as a reading aid. Hiragana. Hiragana is used to help in reading kanji. These are written on top or right side of kanji. For example, the small hiragana are the furigana, gives the pronunciation of kanji. Hence, it is read as nihon. Fourth, is used as a substitute for kanji, or when kanji is too difficult for ordinary use. For example, Ringo, apple, is normally written in hiragana instead of the kanji character. Finally, is used for writing native Japanese words. For example, sumimasen, meaning sorry or excuse me, should be written in hiragana since it's a word of Japanese origin.
Next is katakana writing system.
Katakana, like hiragana, also has a fixed number of 46 characters. Each character represents the same phonetic sound as hiragana: a, I, U, E, O, Ka, and so forth. As you can see, hiragana and katakana have mirror relationship. Katakana is the next set of Japanese characters, learned after mastering hiragana. So the question is, what are the uses of katakana script? First, katakana is used to spell loan words, those foreign language except Chinese. A word like spotsui, which means sports, should be written in katakana, since it's a foreign loan word. As another example, purinta, which means printer, should be written in katakana, since it's a Western loan word. Second, katakana is used to write proper nouns that are foreign or not in kanji. Western name Lauren is written in katakana, since it's a foreign name. But you have to understand that English to Japanese translations of English word does take some time, because you have to understand that there is no L in Japanese. So in most cases, L will be translated as R to make the sound as close to the original pronunciation as possible. Third, katakana is used for onomatopoeia, rendition. These words are used to represent sounds, used heavily in spoken and written Japanese, including manga. For example, pinpon, which is a sound of a doorbell, and the famous Pika Pika of Pokemon for a sparkling sound. Fourth, katakana is used for emphasis. Some people will change words that are normally written in hiragana into katakana for reasons of emphasis, poetic, imagery, and you will see this a lot in advertisements and in manga or comics to draw attention to word. Fifth, katakana is used for colloquial. For example, ketai denwa, meaning mobile phone, is often abbreviated to the colloquial ketai in katakana. Finally, katakana is used for a very common Japanese word when kanji is difficult. The idea is that the word is so well known that the kanji is not needed to determine the meaning.
For example, sushi is popular to the country, and so
is sometimes written in katakana.
Now let's proceed to the final writing system, which is kanji. Kanji is arguably the most prominent part, but also the most challenging to learn among the three Japanese writing systems. The elegant characters were originally adapted from Chinese that is used in modern writing system and make up most of the Japanese you'll see written in books, magazines, on signs, and by hand. In fact, in official dictionary of kanji, which is the Daikanwa Jiten, it lists about 50,000 different characters. However, most of these kanji are rare or specific to certain fields of study. In an official list of important characters called Joyo Kanji, there are 2,136 characters a person needs to be functionally literate. Its character may have several possible pronunciations such as on reading and kun reading. For example, the character can be read in two ways. The first one, Sui, and the other one, Mizu. But the meaning of the character is just the same. Kanji as a Japanese writing script has numerous functions. First, kanji is used to write the core of the Japanese vocabulary. For example, the character haha, which means mother, the character yama, which means mountain, the character kuruma, which means car. Second, kanji is used to write the main stem of the word, verb, adjective, or adverb. When writing the main stem of the word, for example, a verb, the stem is written in kanji, and the ending is written in hiragana. For example, the verb yomu, to read, is written with the kanji character plus the hiragana that is pronounced as mu. When this verb is inflected to its present tense affirmative, yomimasu, the character will be written in kanji as part of the main stem of the verb, and the characters mi, ma, and su will be written in hiragana as the conjugated part. Third, kanji is used to distinguish homophones. Japanese is a large number of homophones, words that sound the same but written differently. Just like in English, when I say I, you could have two possible transcriptions. Without knowing the context, it would be hard for you to determine the intended meaning. Since each character in kanji has a distinct form, kanji helps to distinguish the words from each other. For example, the sound kanji has two possible meanings. But when you write it in kanji, this ability of kanji to represent a given meaning is one of the most distinctive features of the Japanese script. If Japanese stop to use kanji, many misunderstandings will happen. Rōmaji is helpful for the tourist and Japanese language beginners to romanize the actual or theoretical sound, essential in writing international units of measurements, as well as for acronyms and initialisms.
Hiragana has 46 characters and is used to indicate grammatical purpose, serves as a grammatical glue, used as a reading aid, substitute for kanji when it's too difficult or not suitable for kanji, as well as to write native Japanese words. While katakana, similar to hiragana, has 46 characters, but it is used to spell loan words, in writing proper nouns, for onomatopoeia rendition, to emphasize the word, for unconventional writing, and for write very common Japanese words.
Kanji is the origin of hiragana and katakana and has 2,136 unique characters that represent meaning and is used to write the core of the Japanese vocabulary. In writing the main stem of certain parts of speech such as verb, adjective, and adverb. as well as to be able to distinguish homophones that are present in Japanese language. As you progress in your language skills, you will soon find out how each writing system complement one another in fundamental ways.
We hope that you gain knowledge and learn something new. Arigatou gozaimasu!
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu!